Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys some tips and tricks on how to manage online school. So basically all the colleges, all the high schools, just, coronavirus spread and they were just like, okay, bye, go have fun. Didn't teach you nothing, didn't tell you anything. My school barely even organized schedules. I was still confused 2 weeks in when we were starting, if they were taking certain things off the schedule, if they were adding things on the schedule, if they were grading easier, if they were grading harder, if we were having proctored tests, not proctored tests, open book tests, not open book tests. It was just crazy. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, kind of like how I did, then you came to the right place, and I'm going to tell you my tips and tricks on how to pass your classes and not feel so overwhelmed and still having a somewhat normal life during this pandemic, because I know a lot of people are really struggling. I actually just finished my online classes. I just did finals for college. I'm a sophomore in college. So that's depressing. I didn't get to finish my sophomore year, but whatever, that's fine. There's bigger problems in the world right now. Anyway, I actually just got all A's on my finals and took my in 3 tests online. Granted, most of my classes were actually easier probably than they would have been on campus. But I got a 4.0, so I'm here to tell you guys how I got that and tips and tricks that I have found along the way. I've been taking online classes for the past 2 years now. Not full time, but accelerated 8-week classes that are usually harder at my college. But these tips and tricks also apply to people in high school. I know people in high school honestly are probably struggling more because college students are already used to submitting a lot of things online and having online quizzes and whatnot. So yeah, let's just hop right into the video. I am breaking this up into 4 categories. I actually have things written down right here. So the 4 categories are how to stay focused and productive, actual study tips on what I do to make my life easier, whether it's on campus or off campus. Sorry, I just got a notification. The second one is study tips on what I use to actually make my life easier, and tips and tricks you can have on your laptop, on your phone, and things like that just make it easier. And then how to not go crazy, and how to know that you're not the only one, and we have to embrace what we're doing. You're not the only one going through this, and knowing that will actually help you, believe it or not. All right, so let's hop right into it. First tip I would say is to find a space that actually makes you productive. This is the biggest thing. People are staying in their beds, not moving, and it's impossible to associate college work when you're constantly in your bed. Some people are productive in their bed for a little bit, but once you hit that 3rd hour, you are not going to be productive. You're going to get anxious, you're going to feel hot, you're going to feel stale, you're going to feel like you've been in the same place all day, all week. Because if you're associating work with chilling, with sleeping, all in the same spot, not moving, first of all, your body's gonna get fatigued. And second of all, you're not gonna feel productive whatsoever. So my tips would be to go outside and do not go on your bed. You can go on the couch, you can go on your balcony, you could go in your backyard, you could go on your driveway. If you live in an apartment, I would just go on your balcony and sit there as long as your Wi-Fi reaches. On your floor, anything that's just not your bed, something that can be associated with almost going on campus. Because when you're at home, tell me, do you do your homework on your bed? When you do, don't you get stressed out? And if you do it at night and you're on your bed and you've just been working, just imagine yourself, you're just working for 4 hours finishing this essay, you're done with your essay. Now it's time to go to sleep? No, you're not gonna fall asleep instantly. You were just sitting in the same spot, feeling all stale and gross and fatigued and tired and anxious, wanting to get out of the bed and whatnot. So you're not going to just fall asleep. So then it's going to mess up your sleep schedule too. Second tip is to have a clean space. No matter where you are, you can clean something. I mean, maybe your parents don't want you to clean. Maybe there's some problems with that, or like you're sharing a room with someone. But if you can, have a clean space. You can clean your desk. You can clean your bed if you have to be on your bed. You could go outside where things aren't as dirty. You could but overall, like, it is just proven that a clean space helps associate someone with productivity. And right now we're all at home, so productivity is key. You want to finish your crap. You don't want to just procrastinate and have all this stuff due online. So clean your space. Clean it. Tip 3, okay? What was that? Tip 3, okay? So it's nice to have something that you associate with productivity. So for example, I love to drink coffee whenever I do homework. I know that sounds crazy, and if my friends are watching this, they're probably like, oh, Kaitlin, you addict. So I actually have coffee right now in this cute little corgi cup. Super cute. I like to do my homework in the mornings. If I wake up on time, sometimes not. I literally have coffee every single morning, and I do my homework usually in the morning. And then maybe midday I'll do some homework and I'll get an iced latte, or I'll make coffee at home. And at night sometimes, if I'm doing homework, like I need coffee to like stay awake. And like at college, I drink coffee while I do my homework, so I'm associating something that helps me remember being in college and being productive and getting my shit done. Okay? So a lot of people, that would be eating a snack while doing homework, or sitting at a desk doing homework, something that makes it seem like you're more in the classroom. So some people can't do their homework without a Coke, without caffeine, without drinking a lot of water, without being inside. Some people can't go outside. So, something like that helps you feel more productive, and that's good. And a lot of people also want to listen to like jazz music. I like to listen to jazz music. It helps me feel like calm and rested, and I don't have any words to attach my brain to get distracted from my homework. You could listen to music. You could watch a show that's not super distracting. Do not binge watch during this time. You could drink some coffee. You could drink some water. You could drink some tea. You could get a snack. You could eat a meal. You could do it right when you wake up, right when you're about to go to sleep, or any of those. Tip number 4 is to have healthy breaks, okay? You have to have healthy breaks. You can't just wake up instantly, do all your homework. You can't just tell yourself, oh yeah, I'm gonna not do anything this day, and then tomorrow I'm gonna work for like 8 hours. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Even when you do go to high school and you're in school for like 8 hours or 7 hours, I don't remember how long we were there. That was a while ago. But even when you do that, there's no way in hell that you're doing homework that whole time. No way. Like, you're not learning that whole time. You have breaks. Some people have block scheduling. Some people have 50 minutes of each class. So have healthy breaks. You can go get a snack. You could go drink some water. You could go play the Wii. You could do some makeup. You could go exercise. You could go run. You could watch some YouTube. But I would recommend doing something that's not on the computer, since literally everything's on the computer. Another thing you could do is, if you have like a printer, you could actually print some stuff off and like work on it to make it feel more like being in a classroom or something, and not just staring at a screen. Especially if you have like eye problems and whatnot, you can be really, really sensitive to light and stuff like that. So if you're doing everything online, and then you're watching YouTube on your laptop, and then you're watching Hulu on your laptop, and then you're watching a movie with your parents, you're probably gonna get way too tired of the eyes, and your eyes are gonna be tripping. And then if you're also on your phone, too much blue light. Right, tip number 6, a lot of people love to have planners. I personally like to have a planner. I didn't use it this much during the online schooling, but I have a whiteboard where I will like write everything out on the whiteboard, and that really helps me because I could literally just like sit in my bed and like look and see what I had to do. And I was trying not to miss any assignments, since we're not in class. Like, you get kind of confused on like what day it is. I literally don't even know what day it is today. Is it Sunday? No, it's Monday. Wait, that's so weird. It's Monday. And I'm like, I literally just, it's like summer for me. It's like sunny outside. I just finished my online classes, so summer, yay, so fun. All right, tip number 7 is to pick times to study. I love to be productive and get everything done in the morning. And then at night, if I'm like stressed and I'm like, oh, I have so much to do, I know I can just like do it in the morning. So morning and midday are my times, and I like to be productive, and that's what I did in college. Like in college, I had fun at night. I was definitely not doing homework on my Friday nights or Saturday nights, or I at least tried to avoid it. And I'm also an athlete, so procrastinating everything to the end of practice, not a good idea, honey. Next category, study tips. So one tip that I use to help with my getting my A's and whatnot is if you use Google Docs. It's it's just on Google Chrome, it's free, you can make an account with your email. I'm sure most of you guys have a Google Docs. Most schools require it. But you can just open a document and you can share it with your friends. So if your teachers aren't going to see that you're sharing it. So if you share it with your friends and it's things that are open note and whatnot, they can just edit your document. And there you go. You don't even have to call them. You don't even have to contact them. They can just open your document, edit it. So this is good if you need someone to review your essays, need someone to edit your essays, you want to work together on some homework, show each other your different ideas for tests. You could do study guides together. I shared some of my documents with my friends for study guides because I wasn't going to waste my whole time for the same test doing a study guide, like all by myself, when we could just both help each other out and get information from different places. So that's a big thing, is having your friends help you, because like most people have help when you work together when you're in college or high school. So why do everything alone now? You can still share. Like we have the internet, like you can access people's information like in a second. But my second tip when it comes to that is don't cheat and rely on others. You cannot rely on others just to do your work, especially when you don't even see them. They could literally just not even reply to your text, reply to your DM. So don't rely on others. Like, this is within your hands to get good grades, and cheating is just not where it's at. I mean, whatever, if you like to cheat and you won't get caught and you won't get in trouble, then whatever. Just don't tell anyone. I would recommend not relying on others unless you know it's for sure gonna happen. Like, you could, like, if you're doing work while FaceTiming someone, obviously nothing's gonna happen. You'll still get your grade together. But if you're like relying for someone to finish your assignment and send it to you, they might not send it to you because they can hide behind their screen and just, be like, no, sorry, they're kind of annoying. Study tip. Most people won't know this, but on a Mac, it's literally so easy. If you're like copying notes on your document from like a slide, you can just split your screen and easily copy and paste or easily type it out. When I first got my Mac, I could not figure out how to split the screens. So like I would have like a slideshow or something, and I would have to like go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But you can just right click on the top little like zoom in, zoom out thing. Why am I holding tweezers? But you can just right click on the zoom in, zoom out and split the screens or whatever you want, and you can have your slideshow and your Google Docs or your Word document or something, or you can watch a video and do Google Docs. Or if you're doing something chill, you could even put up like Netflix on your split screen and then have your document on the right side where you're like doing some type of homework. And another study tip is to have natural light. Natural light is so important to relieve stress, to relieve anxiety, to not feel overwhelmed, to not feel like you're stale and in the same place and not being productive. So please do have natural light. You can't just sit in your room all the time in the dark. I mean, if you have a lot of windows, then yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Fourth, fifth, sixth, I don't know. So that tip is if you want to go outside, you can actually use your hotspot on your phone if you don't have Wi-Fi. You can also probably go to like the outside of like someplace that has Wi-Fi if you don't have it, but you're supposed to be social distancing, so don't go out in public unless you know it's okay to go wherever you're going. Use your hotspot on your phone. You just go to the settings and then you click hotspot, turn it on, and on your laptop you will click iPhone or whatever. If you have an iPhone and a Mac, this works super easily as long as you have some data. Sometimes the phone is even better than actual Wi-Fi that you're connected to, so you can go sit anywhere you want as long as you have cellular data on your phone, and you can do your homework there and then maybe have a little more fun being in a different spot since you can't go to like a coffee shop or school or the library or your friend's house right now. And my last tip, I kind of already mentioned this, is just to pick a time for productivity, whether it's right when you wake up, right when you're going to go to sleep, in the middle of the day, after dinner, before dinner, after breakfast, all of that. Next category, how to not go crazy. So try to keep a regular schedule. When this first started, I was going to bed at 2 a.m., waking up at 10 a.m. And first of all, 8 hours of sleep isn't that much when I have all this time to sleep. I wanted to get like 9 hours of sleep at least, but whatever, 8 hours is fine. But yeah, like staying up late every single day and then sleeping in every single day, by the time most of y'all are waking up, like 1, you would have already finished your classes for the day, at least like in college. Most people don't enjoy taking evening classes. So try to keep a regular schedule. I'm getting parched. Been talking. Also, drink water. Helps Corona stay away, helps you stay healthy, and you won't be dehydrated. And another tip to not go crazy is girls, you could go put some makeup on and get ready for the day. Or girls and guys, whatever. Anything you do to like get ready for the day and help you feel like you're not just feeling ugly and down about yourself and low self-esteem, and you can get ready. Like most people put on makeup before they go to school, or they put on a cute outfit, or they do their hair, or they brush their hair, or they take a bath, they take a shower. So maybe start trying to do that to lively yourself up and boost yourself up. Like a lot of people are having problems with eating, with drinking, with smoking, and all of those things, but just, you know, like we're all in this together, and it's okay to like feel down about yourself. So just do anything that helps you like boost your confidence a little bit. All right, another tip to help you not go crazy is to really try to limit your screen time. Your screen time's already going to be up by like 100% because your whole life has to basically be on the computer right now. So if you could use like a blue light filter, I know the Apple products do. It's really easy. You just go to your settings and click the light, swipe down, you click the light button, and then you can put blue light filter or something like that. And that's a lot better on your eyes. I know the other day I was feeling like really anxious and kind of stressed out because my eyes were like twitching. I was like so tired of looking at my laptop, looking at the TV, and then looking at my phone. It's just like not really healthy. All right, and another thing is to Zoom meetings with your friends and family. Zoom is super easy. You just download it to your computer, and there you go. You can like contact multiple people, you can FaceTime people, you can contact the people that are usually in your classes, people you usually go to parties with, people you usually talk to for advice, and all of that kind of stuff. You can also have virtual visits with doctors if you need like some type of appointment to like renew a prescription or something. Just a little tip. Some people don't know you can do that, but you can. Also know that your phone is your biggest distraction when you're doing homework. Always on your phone. There's TikTok now. I don't even have a TikTok, but TikTok is like taking over people's lives, but it can also be an outlet to have fun. So it's as long as you know how to like manage your space and manage your time and manage how you feel and how certain apps make you feel. For instance, Twitter can be really, really toxic and have really bad body image. People think they're not good enough. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with YouTube, same thing with TikTok. So be careful on like what apps you go on. Be careful how certain things make you feel, because you don't want to. Why would you use an app where every time you go on it, you're like, oh, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not pretty enough, my hair's not long, I look gross. Like, you're beautiful. Don't do that. Lastly is to also turn the lights on. If you don't turn the lights on, like, you're gonna feel so stale, so gross, so unproductive, and just please turn the lights on sometimes. Don't just sit in the dark. That's like calling for anxiety. That's calling for sadness. Like, don't do that. Turn the lights on, go outside, go on a walk, maybe go sit in the driveway with your friends, you know? You can meet up with some friends and sit in the driveway as long as you're social distancing, you know? Don't be stupid. But lastly, okay, know that you're not the only one. So many people are missing the biggest moments in their life, the best moments of their life. Some people are missing prom, some people can't even take their senior pictures, something so simple. People aren't graduating high school, people aren't graduating college, people aren't getting to say goodbye to their friends from high school before they go to college. Some people's colleges are like canceled. So, and I know in Texas, St. Edward's literally just canceled their entire athletics program. So if you go to St. Edward's, that means you cannot play your sport anymore. Like, that's insane. I would literally move schools if I had to quit my sport and I was dedicated to it. The seniors in sports don't get to relive their experience. Like, some people can have another year of eligibility, but if they're graduating, they're not going to come back to college just to play a sport. Some people aren't getting their rings for winning conference. A lot of people aren't going to conference. A lot of people aren't going to state or nationals or anything like that. The pros can't even play their sports. People with internships that have to do it before they graduate. I actually have a friend who can't do her internship now because she waited until her last summer, which most people do right before their senior year. And now she can't do her internship because no one's hiring. A lot of people are getting laid off. If you're a college student right now, like, and you don't have to support yourself, like, just imagine being an adult right now, not having a job, having kids, and having to take care of them without being able to pay anything, you know? So just remember that you're not the only one, and a lot of people in different categories, whether you're an athlete, a student, or an adult, I mean, like a parent, people are going through it. And I hope you guys got some nice tips and tricks on how to control your anxiety, be productive, get some A's, pass your classes, and all of that. And thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna upload once or twice every week, so stay watching for those videos. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys, and don't forget to give this a like and subscribe, and see you next time.
Rain.